Well, hello, welcome back. My name is Amelia, and in this video we are going to continue setting up all the details that we need to install WordPress onto our web hosting account. And in this video we're going to set up the database details. Now, the way WordPress works is that everything that you add to WordPress, so all of your content, so your articles, your pages, images, videos, anything that you add into WordPress, it stores in a database and tables within that database. And so the way WordPress works, I guess in the 25 words or less version, is that someone comes to your site, they view a page on your site, and WordPress goes, okay, database, this person wants to have a look at my at the About page. Can you please go and grab all that information for me? Database goes and grabs the information, gives it to WordPress, and WordPress displays it in a nice, pretty way. So that's the very, user layman terms for how WordPress works. It is a bit more involved than that, but that's pretty much the way it works. So we need to create a database to store all our information in. Now, with our Dreamhost account, the way we go and create a database is in our toolbox here, MySQL databases. So we just click on that and it will take us to the area where we can create a database. Don't worry about the MySQL bit. MySQL is a bit of coding language to talk to databases. So I'm not going to go through that with you at all. You don't need to worry about that, but just know that this is where you would create a database. So if we scroll down here, the area we've got, because this is a brand spanking new whatever it is web hosting account, we don't have any details set up at all, so we need to do all of that from the get-go. And the first thing we've got here is the database name. So we need to now put in some details of our database name, or give our database a name. Now please do not use the word WordPress as your database name. I know that sounds like something that's going to be memorable to you, that you're not going to misplace that, you're not going to forget that too easily. But that's how a lot of people think, and nothing against them. It's more to do with the security of your site. Now, hackers know that most people will choose the word WordPress for their database name, and certainly some of the automated installation scripts will use the word WordPress as a database name. We want to stay clear of that, because hackers know this and they will add those kinds of details into a blanket kind of automated script where they cause their particular brand of mayhem. So we want to kind of steer clear of that and make our site a little bit more secure. It's certainly not going to make it 100% secure. There is no way or means to 100% secure your website, but certainly gives you a little bit more protection than, say, most people might have. So a database name, we need to make it something quite obscure. Now make it all lowercase and one word if you can. If you do need to separate it out, use an underscore, so don't use a space. So let's give our name, our database name, something, let's call this one okay, sorry, I finally decided we're going to call it bottle brush flower, whatever. It doesn't need to be relevant or anything like that. You can call it whatever you want and make it obscure as you possibly want. So database name it is. Hostname, don't worry about that. You can leave it just as it is. Hostname is just a unique name for your server. So, like I said, just don't worry about that. You don't need to do anything with that. We do need to give our database a username and password. So these are credentials for us to be able to access our database when these are credentials also that WordPress is going to need to use. So let's give use that and a password. Okay, and a database comment. Now this is just for you, so if you're creating quite a few different sites, if you happen to want to, if you're curious enough and want to expand and do more, then you might get quite a few databases and it can become a little bit confusing as to what's for what. So let's just put this as my first database. That's fine. Got everything there, we're all ready to go. Let's click add new database now and we should come back with a positive result that it's all been done. Please, fingers crossed. Yes, excellent, wonderful. So let's just quickly close that. So What I need you to do now is grab this database name that you've just created, so copy and paste that onto your notepad or text editor. Also grab your username and password that you just created on the other screen, and we want you to also grab this host name. So it'll look a little bit different from mine, but it'll be mysql.domainname.com. Grab that, so you should have all those details on a text editor notepad, whichever one you're using. Now it does say it's going to take 5 to 10 minutes to set up the host name. That's absolutely fine. We've got plenty of time while we're doing other things for that to all be sorted out. So now on text editor or notepad, you should have your FTP username, your FTP password. You should also have your database name, the username and password for that database, and the host name. So make sure you've got all those things on a notepad or text editor ready to go. In the next video, we are going to start grabbing WordPress, downloading it and installing it onto our web hosting account, getting it activated, and then we should be right to go. We've got our website all done. So next video, let's start downloading WordPress. So I'll see you in the very next video. Okay, bye.